prosper different, like trading of humans, taking them from one country to another.
Human trafficking is where people are taken to other places with their consent, but when they go that side, they change this. People who've taken them that side change the story and then make them do things that are against their rights, like prostitution.
What I know is that there are some people who come into Zambia with the motive of picking young people, especially young girls. They tell them that there are some lucrative scholarships, especially scholarship for school leavers. And then when they go out with them that side, they find it's a different thing. They either engaged in some labor, forced labor work, or in some brothels. Yeah.
Zambia has been identified as a potential source and transit point for human trafficking. The number of people trafficked each year is unknown, and little is known about the recruitment and transit process. However, available information and data from small studies indicate that trafficking of persons is a serious problem. A growing concern in Zambia is the trafficking of children for the purpose of commercial exploitation. Because of poverty and the desire to seek for better life, many boys and girls are being duped by sophisticated syndicates to go to developed countries with promises of better jobs.
I saw a man, he was in a car. He called me, but I tried to ignore him. But he looked so gentle and serious, so I just had to go there and listen to whatever he had to tell me. He told me that he liked my height and he wanted to sponsor me to South Africa. He wanted me to be a famous model. Then I wanted to refuse, but he convinced me to say I'm beautiful and I'm going to make it to go to the Miss World.
We come to this Zambia to pass this country, example of transit. So this too went in 25th March to airport.
A case of 3 Afghan teenagers who were trafficked from Pakistan by a highly organized syndicate attests to the growing problem of human trafficking.
They take us from Pakistan, they give us passport of Afghan and they told us you should explain your name, Harun Wardak, and this one Mr. Shahid, this one Mr. Ziyarat Gul. So they tell us if a person want to ask from you what is your name in the between the way, so you should say Harun Wardak, Mr. Shahid and Gul Ziyarat. Before we don't know each other, when this Pakistani people take us, then they pick us from Pakistan to Dubai, then from Dubai to Nairobi, Kenya. Then from Nairobi they take us to Zimbabwe, Harare. Then from Zimbabwe, Harare they take us to this Lusaka.
I took part in this beauty pageant, and the main prize was to walk out with a ticket to New York to work for a clothing company. I did my best and I scooped the prize, and we traveled to New York. When I reached there, I found the other ladies. Some were from different countries, some were from Mozambique, some were from Nigeria.
Traffickers exercise continuous control over their victims. They use several methods not to make their victims suspicious, by providing them with initial and temporal exclusive living standards.
The people organized everything where they wanted us to feel at home. They brought us food, they gave us some pocket money, and they got our passports because they wanted to get our documents and everything.
From 12 March up to 25th March, we eating very well and very good things. Even they brought for us about 5 goats and sheep.
The outcome of these deceptive glories is short-lived for many young innocent Zambians.
It's very difficult there. It's not as easy as being back home. You understand? Because they go with that thinking that if I get there, maybe I'll get a job or maybe I'll waitress. Most of them, they end up just doing wrong things. Maybe they go and do strip jobs, which is very difficult as well because immigration is all over. They are being watched. And if you don't have a permit, how do you work even a stripper? You can't, So it's difficult for somebody who has gone to go and think maybe they are going to make it back in England or something.
It's like
a problem that encompasses a lot of other problems. And so to curb it would be to start sorting out some of these other problems and maybe sensitizing people on human trafficking itself so that they're a bit more aware, even when such situations come where you're offered a job elsewhere, you don't even really know the details, you become a bit more cautious, yeah, because you know about human trafficking. So